Hey guys, welcome back to Sebring once again. Let's hope it's third time lucky today. Thought I'd do something a little bit different where I have half an hour before the race starts, and yeah, I decided to do a little bit of practice, and I don't know if it helps you. It could even help me. Leave a comment below, and yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna see how it pans out in the half an hour, but I might keep the practice and the race as one big whole video. So check the description down below, and I'll do some quick links to specific parts of the video, so you can either skip through this crap, or hey, if you enjoy it, you can even watch it. So first thing I do is grab my phone. And I'm doing setups. Yesterday's race, I had some tips from Ross Woodford and also from Rob Lindsay. I used parts of his setup yesterday, and it helped a lot with suspension and stuff like that. And he left a message saying that he's actually updated those setups, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So what I always do is take a photo of my current setup, and if I'm using someone else's in any of the categories, I always want to compare it. It'd be great if iRacing had setup comparison, so you'd have like two of these video windows, sorry, and one on this side, one on that side. You can have two different setups, and you can visually compare the difference. You look at the Lotus, for example, and you play around and you get something, and then you jump on track and you're like 5 seconds a lap slower than Gurno, and you think that's a little bit too much. I'd be happy with 3 seconds a lap. I'm finding the same thing this week in Formula 3, where the setup that I've been using, I'm doing 55s in the race and the leaders are doing 52. So I'd really like to compare, have two setups on the screen to compare. But my way of getting around that is simply taking a photo and scroll down. Also check the aero balance percentage, something I learned off Thomas Jordan. That's how the car is balanced front to rear with downforce. Photo of the chassis. A lot of things to set up in the Formula 3. And also the drivetrain. I'm finding this is really important. It was shorter gearing on this setup because I altered my Alton Park setup, which had shorter gearing than Road America. And then I'll go to my setups now. First thing I'll do is try out Rob Lindsay's. I'd rather try a race setup because it's modified more for fuel. You don't want to get a qualifying setup and then just before the race and chuck some fuel in, and you get all these red. You get red everywhere for ride height, and then it says failed instead of passed, and then you've got to try and get your head around really quickly how you're going to get the ride height up, which is going to affect the balance. A lot of people have the know-how to have a quali setup and a race setup, and I'd rather lose a few tenths in qualifying using a race setup with low fuel than having a quali setup that doesn't work in the race. So first thing we'll look at is the drivetrain. The drivetrain that Rob's using, I got 2067, and I've got 1706, 1471, 1278, and 1105. So there you go, straight off the bat, he's made So with a higher number, the revs will rise faster, meaning it's shorter. So he's got longer gearing, much longer gearing. And then coast and drive 60/80, and then 4 and 45. That's the same. Have a look at the bottom. So he's got 6 medium 11 0. He's got 15 119 32 10. 250 Newton meters and 25 liters. This might sound all a little bit boring, but this is the behavior of the car that you're playing with. And if you're not happy with the behavior of the car, especially on a track that's so different like Sebring, sometimes you need a little bit of help and find out what the difference is between what you're doing and what they're doing. Because yesterday, 3 seconds a lap, you can't compete with that. I think my racing was not too bad. I was trying to hit every mark, lap after lap after lap, fairly consistent, but I was consistently slow. Okay, left, front, and rear. Let's go with the rear first. The 109, 158. But he's made the spring rate softer. 5, 4, 2.1. Sorry, he's made the springs even firmer at the rear. And the fronts. Because yeah, I changed the rear to 2.1 because I found just throwing the car into the corner left it wiggling at the rear, and that is personal preference. If you find that you're able to throw the car into the corner and just hang on for dear life, good luck to you. But I don't know, my mentality is it's like a slow and fast mentality, which involves braking for a corner, turning for a corner, accelerating. And the way my brain works is they're kind of 3 separated things. Where some of these guys, we call them freaks, they just throw the car in, brake, and then accelerate, all kind of within one phase. Where I'm separating it, something that I've got to work on myself. At the front, 0.028, 0.024, 12.9, 3, 5, 16.1, 2.6, and he's changed the toe to 1.4. I got 1.7. A lot of that was from his setup yesterday, playing around with these settings and also the heave spring, which he's left at 180, and then I've got 15, 12, 119, 12. Then I got 0, mini roll bar, soft, medium, then 2 to 4. And I've got 20.6 and 23.8. I've found increasing those for me personally. I don't know what Rob's using, but I've got a crappy set of potentiometer pedals and found that increasing the master cylinder meant you could really stomp on it with, you need a little bit more accuracy, I find, and it was helping with locking up. So I'd probably go and stay on 20.6 and 23.8. I was able to modulate the brake right coming up to the corner. And his aero is what I didn't touch. I was thinking at work yesterday, if I just shorten the gearing right down and increase the aero, then I'm going to make up a lot of time in the 4 or 5 little straights that this track has. Because there's so many little straights, I thought having a higher top speed might make up for a deficit. I found in my first race this week, people who were really fast, I was like catching right up to them on the corners. So my assumption was they had a medium or low downforce setup and basically shit themselves on every corner, but made up for it on the straights. So he's on 42.1. I've got 42.1. He's on 40.8. So that's 40.8 front air force balance, front downforce balance. As far as tire pressures, I had mine on 124. He's gone 138. And he's got one less flap at the front. None. And I've got 23 and 15. He's got 30 and 15. He's got a much higher downforce setup. So from that, let's jump into it. Hopefully my pedals are calibrated. So that's what I do to compare. And then I'll just jump into their setup and see what the difference is. I'll put my charger on. So we've got 15 minutes till the race. And this should be with race fuel. See my bloody.
It takes 6 clear.
For some reason, when I first started using my my throttle, it takes a couple of laps for that flickering to go away. I was manually calibrating it myself, but that's an all-time best of a 54.1. So there's that locking feeling. Should have probably changed that brake master cylinder. I'm actually gonna do that now. That's just personal preference. I'm finding a different number. So I had 20.6 and then 23.8. So he's right on the limit. Whenever you change something, it's going to fail and then recalculate.
Limiter's still on. Disengage it. Its exit's clear.
So of course the first lap's going to be slow, and I did that time with about 11 litres of fuel. Almost tyres up. That limiter sounds like a machine gun. So I guess the next thing you need to do is learn the corners. We're in a practice. Look at that. Well, it's got better drive, but because of the downforce and the longer gearing, it is slower. So especially with that corner, the rear doesn't kick you out as much. But even with the lift, that was faster. Remember, this is race pace with full tanks. The bump, come on. My best race time was a 54.9, straight into the 54.8. Alright, Rob, you're winning me over with this setup. I'm still not a fan of the way that rear end wiggles out. Come on.
Shit, Glenn. Come on, keep it between the lines. They'll delete this lap.
So we've only got 8 minutes till the race itself, so jump out of that. And just in case, I don't know, there's a lot of data conflicts in this game at the moment, especially with calibration, so I'll just call this Sebring Rob Lindsay. I really didn't want to do this, grabbing other people's setups. But I really don't want to sit at the back of the pack based on my lack of knowledge in setup. So I've still got my setup that I've been developing, race in, race out. It's been basically, I'm looking for a comfy setup that'll help me just jump on track and go for it. So with mistakes, I was at least half a second faster. Not going to get me into the 52s. So I had 16 registered. Oh, look, sorry about that, guys. I had 16 registered. Yeah. I'm looking at other races. My race pace, I think, was a 56.4 lap average. And these other guys are getting 52, 53s. That's why I named yesterday's video, where am I going to find 3 seconds? 3 seconds per lap averaged over the whole race. Disgraceful. But I don't know, it felt like, especially when I want to turn in really aggressively, that rear end, especially on the bumps, just it wants to be in a different place, which kind of unsettles you. There's 52, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5. You don't know if these guys are doing race fuel or not. So I'm going to change rear cam bar 1 click. Just angle the rear a bit more, so just a little bit more rubber on there.
That's a new fastest lap for Zimmerman, 152.1.
Where's Tyler in the scheme of things?
You have trouble holding your arm.
Pit exit's clear, push.
Chris, you still there?
Yeah.
I got you, brother. I'll share a setup here.
Yeah, I just can't find a balance with these bumps.
Give that a shot. It has more understeer.
Sorry, Knuckles. Being longer gearing as well. That felt better. 19 res, I think it splits at 25, 28 or something. I thought I'd jump out of the other session, jump into this, because once you get lost in it, time just disappears. Optimal still a 53.1. This is not going to break records this setup, but I'm not falling off the track. this last corner right. There we go. That's my best ever lap, 54.1.
E4. This lap won't count, you've cut the track.
It's a lot less understeery through here, this setup. Right, 1 minute to go, we're at 23. Looks like a single split yet again. I think people are scared of this track a little bit. The other thing is, my tradition is as soon as I click that race button, I race outside and go out for a smoke. But I made a promise to my family that I'd love to give up smoking by the end of February, and it's my goal, and I'm working towards it. And it's bloody $300 Australian per week at the moment to smoke. So expensive, I just can't afford it. And yeah, I'm cut right down, which is the first time I've ever cut down in 23 years. I used to say I'd given up giving up a long time ago. It was the easiest thing I ever did. Did I see? Yes, I did. Robert Plumley, car 3, and I'm car 2. Loic was here yesterday, but unfortunately he got a throughput. 23 cars. Harry Sherman. Your friends are here. So Div 1 to Div 9. This is what I mean in the mornings when I haven't got a lot of time. Today I've got a lot of time and I really haven't achieved much. All I've basically done is grab someone else's setup and have a quick play with it. And the time's like, oh shit, the race is here. I'd love to just spend a day, to be honest, but I don't have that time.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 26 Celsius. Exit's clear. Push.
Seconds. Let's just jump straight into it, eh?
Pit exit's clear. Okay, Glenn, we've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
Still feels like that rear wants to spin. Maybe that's because I put a bit too much camber on, but I'd rather be a little bit looser on exit than entry. This could end up being a very short race. It is Sebring. Anything could happen. This has been my first proper chance at low fuel pace too. Yeah, I don't think this is going to, or maybe. That was a different line. Nice. Be so patient on that corner. The bumps just throw you off. So I'm not a fan of this setup, to be honest. Pace-wise, it's not the it's not the car I was looking for. Not the way I drive. Wow, that's a bucket load of time there.
P3, your lap time was 1:55.2.
Yep, that didn't work.
P6.
Just throw it in. I gotta find something where I can go flat stick through that corner. Not good. Not good. So I'd really like to find something. Robert's found his nice little setup, 53.5, and Robert's traditionally slower in Quali than he is the race, so he could get down the 52s, no worries. Which means I'm sorry, Rob, I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board. But being so late in the session, 1 minute 20 to go, it'd be just silly to jump into something else. Ross Woodford, who's always up the front, one or two, he gave me a couple of hints about a post from Nick Thyssen in the forums, and he was doing 51s, and the hint was that it's the VRS setup. So I probably should have done that first, but Rob's put a lot of work in himself, so I thought I'd try his setup, and I'm sure other people might be able to extract more from this setup, but me, not that good a driver. I'll go up to 25. P9. That's been roughly where I've been this week, which means I have to have a lot more goes. 10. Did Ifran get his lap in? Yes. That was a rush lap because he joined very late in the session.
That's the end of the session. 10th position.
This is something else I like to do before my video starts. Control F12. We'll move everything across a bit. And I think it's this one. Minute 30 to go. Oh, I've got it on. Have a look at that field.
Good luck, guys.
Sorry I didn't get any of the comments then.
Hello.
Good luck, everyone. For some reason.
Hello.
There we go. Harry Sherman, car 23, qualified 11th. Nice work.
The track temp is 25 Celsius. The air temp is 23 Celsius. Okay, Glenn, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
On the outside for the first
Go,
time.
nail it.
Left side. Still there. Clear left, right side, 3 wide, you're in the middle, clear all around. On your left. Clear to the left.
Don't hit me.
There's an incident in Christensen. We think it might be Wallace.
There's a Cares above bloke. The
Sweet
dive
start,
bomber.
mate. Keep it coming. Pulling away. The gap behind is now 0.8.
Many thanks.
So Eric and Ifran were with me yesterday.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
So one more
The gap in
down
front
for
is now
Santiago.
1.0.
Left side.
Thanks for that
Clear left.
attentive crash. Much appreciated.
Well, Rob, it's pretty hard for me to overtake with the setups that I've had, so
7th position.
What the fuck are you doing? It's not enough to take me out, just me out. You have to fucking take more guys out with you.
Robert's down to 4th.
Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits.
Car right. Clear right. Right side. Clear. Clear to the right.
Seems to be one of those kind of races today, doesn't it? Bloody moron.
Incident in Cunningham. There's an
What an
incident
idiot.
in Collier.
A lot of people in here are running way too little downforce.
Eric, keep climb, please. Keep down.
Car's stuffed. Don't care about re-entry today. Fuck this.
The leader has just done a 153.7.
On your right. Clear to the right.
The guy in front is Patel.
I don't even know where the pits are. I haven't even thought about the pits.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Now we're into salvage mode. There's no fast repairs. But they are slowly straightening my wing up. I didn't ask for any tyres. Ah, you idiots. No adding fuel. And 20 seconds to the lead up.
It exit is clear.
Let's see if we can catch Timu before getting swamped.
I'm gonna let you both either damage.
Thanks.
what can you say about that, though? He just went riding up my ass because he made a mistake at the hairpin.
B21. Okay, Glenn, the fuel window opens on lap 14 and it will close on lap 15.
So that's the other thing with higher downforce, 25 litres. They're saying I don't have enough, but I'm going to get lapped. So there's 1.6 litres. I'm not going to fill up.
There's an incident in Quali.
One spot.
B18. That was a 155.2. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
Focus, knackers.
Fastest lap for Zimmerman, 152.9.
Another one bites the dust.
Alright Glenn, don't think about the lap times, just hit each and every apex. That lap was a 155.1, that's your fastest lap today. The leader's just done a 153.2.
Well, just by circulating and such, I've made up 3 laps. And another one in the pits.
The gap ahead is now 19 seconds.
Another one in the pits. Two spots.
17th place.
Come on.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 27 Celsius.
Get this last corner right, and I'll have my best ever race lap time, 54.
B16, you've just done a 154.6.
Nice. A 54.5, oh yeah.
The gap in front is now 16 seconds.
15.9, buddy. Another one out. I'm slowly catching Timu up here.
Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Oh yeah. Three seconds. Nope.
Okay Glenn, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 13 seconds. He's slow into Cunningham.
There you go. Well, I appreciate the car, Rob. This has been a
15th
lot
place.
better.
We're halfway through. Should be about 7 laps remaining on this tank. That lap was a 154.3.
Turns so much better. Alright, we're up to blue flag.
Blue flag.
Go left, guys. Go left.
Blue flag.
I lost 3 seconds to T-Moon. This is saying 6.6 laps. What the fuck's happened?
It's alright, I got damage.
You've just done a 157.2.
Oh, blue flag, have you not raced?
Robert must have spun out. I'm going to run out of fuel.
You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 13 seconds. He's slow through Gendebien.
Yo, Eddie, blue flag. I got a guy behind me.
no problem. No wash it out.
Go ahead.
Wide. I wasn't able to drive like this yesterday, which is cool. That's progress. 54.2 is a lot faster than what I had yesterday. Up to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I have 4.6 litres laps of fuel left.
Blue flag, man, please.
Okay, Glenn, you're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is
At
11
the next,
seconds.
at the next.
You're slower than us into the end of BM. You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. That lap time was 1:54.5.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know how I'm down on fuel. Didn't take fuel out. Actually, put some in. Pretty sure I went to 25 litres. Naughty.
Blue flag.
Go left, mate, go left.
Thank you, sir.
Left side, clear on the left.
The gap ahead is now 12 seconds. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. Your last lap time was at 1:56.7.
We've got 4 laps of racing though.
Yo, dude, can we please not race? It's blue flag, man.
So what do I do? I've got 3 laps of fuel left, and 3.5 laps of racing. have to.
Watch your speed.
Two litres.
Two laps of fuel remaining. Disengage limiter. Pit exit looks clear.
Woeful race.
Thank you.
The gap in front has increased to 10 seconds. Yellow flag, caution.
Thanks.
There's an incident in tower. Blue flag.
It's good.
On those races.
Yeah, Sebring anyway.
Robert. 85.
I've actually had some couple of good races here. None of this crap where you're crashing out or getting rammed into, more like it.
Sixteenth place. 2 laps remaining. Only 2 laps of fuel left.
Come on, turn.
in front is now 11 seconds.
Yeah, so here we're running about the same time. One more lap to go. Still a 54.
One more lap to go. You've only got enough fuel for this lap.
Let's go for it.
Two litres remaining.
Good race.
Good race.
Wish I had a few more laps.
Good race, Alan. Good race.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yellow flag. Keep
Even
your
though
wits
we
about
were
you,
saying
mate.
we were
Exit
quite a
turn
close to the
one.
final lap, I thought that'd be interesting.
P16. That's it. We're done.
Matt Malone.
Oh, well, that wasn't the worst race, I guess.
Good race, everyone.
Yeah, for those who survived, it was a good race, but for those who got caught up in other people's crap, not so good.
I was doing the mandatory two donuts. The result don't count unless you've done 2 donuts.
I thought it was 3, but I'll take 2.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one. DQ question mark?
Well, thanks for your help, Rob. I really appreciate that setup, mate. My laps were...
Mind you, does riding a curb count?
It's like a rail slide, isn't it, in skateboarding? Where are we? Officially late for work. Who cares? So 54.5 in Quali, but I got down to 54.2. But what makes me happy is I did more than 154, where yesterday I couldn't do that. So we're getting there. Progress. But I'll try out that Nick Thyssen one tomorrow. Usually his cars are all over the place because he just throws the thing at every corner. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Let's have a look at...
Here, Rob, have a look at lap 8 on my view, close to the end of the lap, just before the long back straight. But I literally give riding a curve a whole new meaning.
So I ran a pack. I'd made up a couple of spots. I avoided other wrecks. And who was this guy? This is what I need to find out. Car 20. And he's gone. So he stuffed up here. So he's gone off. Now this is me. I've got the run, nice and clean. I think he's got a damaged wing. He's got the next bloke. When you're going to get swamped, you've just got to accept it. And look at this. Idiot. Should be reported for that. Well, anyway, give us a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Something a little bit different today. I know it was long, but yeah, if you got this far, thank you very much. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, and I'll keep pumping these puppies out. We'll have a look at what the damage is first, eh? Just disappointing. Ouchie, 70 down on iRating. Anyway, have a great day, guys. See you later.